It is very fitting then that Dr. James George, Dr. G, as he's known by many, friend, mentor, and guide, family member, brother to many. It is very fitting that we honor Dr. George with the Damien O'Shea Award after a man who also had a vision. And you will see a brief video of Dr. George and what he means and does to so many. Being in service today, as Tim alluded to earlier, is not easy. But it's not easy, particularly after the last 3 years that we have lived. And so we will always need Brother Damien's in the world. And we thank you and we award you, Dr. George, with this distinguished award. Let us watch this video.
So folks, just showing you another technique we use. It's called 2+ years. And she, and it's beautiful to sit here and look at all of them. All right. Oh, I think we got some gold, right, Bob? Yeah.
Dr. George, I'm happy to present you with the Damien O'Shea Award.
Thank you, Brother Tom. And thank everybody for your attendance today and your patience. It's a long evening. There's a lot of human interaction that takes place at live events. And congratulations to Tim on his award, well deserved. Tim, as you know, is a walking interview phenom. And but I'm going to pressure him to interview me, but I'm going to ride. And Tim, you can ride too if you want.
Let's do it.
For sure, we will. So, I've also been cautioned to make this short, so I'm going to do my best to do that. My family's connection to St. John of God began shortly after my niece, Lisa George, daughter of my late uncle, Dr. Frederick George, was born in the 1972, as a matter of fact. And Lisa has been blessed, and we've been blessed, to have St. John of God in her life and our life for a long, long time. And the one thing about Uncle Fred that was of paramount importance to him was that Lisa had a safe and loving place where she would be looked after and would be allowed to blossom. And that happens every day for so many people at St. John of God. So we've been blessed to have St. John of God in our lives. And when we visited with Brother Tom and the staff several months ago, I asked Brother Tom to tell me, who was this St. John of God? And he was a pretty remarkable person who was confused until he was in his early 40s. He led a relatively sinful life and was a soldier and didn't really know what he wanted to be and what he wanted to do until he took on a life of service. And some 20 years after his death, his work blossomed and grew and grew and grew, which is a remarkable accomplishment in and of itself. And for Brother Damien O'Shea to come and encourage the development of St. John of God in the early 60s was another remarkable thing. And St. John of God flourishes to this day, and we're proud of our involvement, and we intend to do everything we can to give back to St. John of God for all that it's given to us. And that blessing spills over on all of you who give what you give in so many different ways, including the brothers and the staff and the volunteers and everybody who is involved in St. John of God. So I want to pause for a minute and invite my niece, Lisa George, to come up and say a few words.
He has been great. He has been happy. He has been blessed. His wife and I get along very, very good because he is probably rather good. And I see in his eyes right now that wherever my parents are, they are also love my uncle very much. So congratulations.
Thank you.